Okay, next roulette lesson I'm going to give you is my spin on the Fab Four, which in short will consist of betting on 2 dozens and 2 columns. 2 dozens, 2 columns. Now, which do you start on? Which do you start on? Let's take a look at the board. I mean, you could really start on any 2 dozen, never 2 column, but look at the board here. This board has, oh man, no low numbers at all. You see the board there? I would do second and third, and first and second, because actually second and third column, there's a lot of multiples of 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half of them are multiples of 3. So I would pick the second and third column and the second and third dozen. So let me show you how that works. This is the Fab Four. So I start with $10 on each. That's the way I do it. So we'll do $10 on the, well, what did I say? Second and third. Okay, so here's my basic bet. I start with $10. You can start at the table minimum. If it's 5s, you can do 5, 5, 5, 5. I like to start with 10, and that's going to be my base bet. If you win, obviously you retrace and rebet. So if you win, you have, all these are jackpot numbers. All these are jackpot numbers. So if you win on any of those numbers, say number 18 hits, you get paid 2 to 1 there. You get paid 2 to 1 there. So you started with 4 units, now you have 6. So you won 10, 20. So yeah, you bet 40 to win 20. But you know what? You have a lot of numbers covered. Okay, let's see what happens if you lose. Well, before we go to that scenario, let's just say you get a number 12. So you got the third column covered. So these 4, you get a partial loss. So 3 through 12, you get a partial loss. Your only whacks in this system are this. You get a partial loss here. So those 8 numbers, you have partial loss. You lose 1 unit. But these are your only whacks. Right here, these 4, and then the zeros. So you got only 6 numbers. So not bad. Now, what happens if you lose? I would keep the same columns and dozens. You add 1 unit each. And if you lose again, add 1 unit each. You can make back quick because you can get, these are all jackpot numbers. Here, all the way to here. Those are your jackpot numbers. So I would go up to a maximum of 5 units, or $50 is really a little less than 5, but start at 10 and go up 3 more times. That's it. So you start, whatever you start with, you only go up 3 more units, and you stay at that till you get to session profit. Okay, and you can do that pretty quick, getting any of these numbers. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4. You have 16 numbers that give your jackpot numbers. You have all these here, partial wins. You have all these here, partial wins. And you only have 6 whacks. So if you play the European wheel with a single 0, then you only have 5 whacks. So that is my Fab Four. You just increase by 3 units and you stay there till you're at session profit. And when you're at session profit, jump back down to your base bet. And in my case, I just start with 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. So that is my Fab Four. But where to start? Look at the board. See the board there? And I go with the trend. Now, when do you switch? That's another question people would ask. You switch not when you get wins. You keep this. You gotta keep playing the hot streaks. The trend is your friend. When you get a whack, that's when you have to consider probably 1 more time with your progression, probably 1 or 2 more times, and just stay with it. But I mean, if you're starting to get pretty bad and you see the trend changing, you might want to change one of the columns or dozens. Unfortunately, there's no set way because that part is all luck. But in the betting progression here, if you go up 3 units only, your chances are pretty good you're going to hit your number here and make back pretty fast. So it is up to you if you want to switch. But if I do switch, I would go to the column or dozen that has not hit in the longest period of time. So it could be one or the other. So that is my Fab 4 progression for outside betting. Should keep you playing for a while. And if we do 25 maximum per bet or 20 maximum per bet, depending on when you start, could be $80 to $100 per bet on the maximum. But your chances are pretty good you're going to hit something. So hope you like this. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it.